Benchmark, the voice of business. Presented by LMD.
On this week's edition of Benchmark, in our first installment, we bring you the results of the latest exclusive nationwide LMD Nielsen Business Confidence Index. Then in our feature segment, we turn the spotlight on former UN Under-Secretary General for Disarmament Affairs, Jayanta Dhanapala, for the second part of our exclusive interview on the state of the nation. And we wrap up this edition with a roundup of views on burning issues that were aired on LMD TV. That's the lineup for Benchmark this week. Business confidence dropped to a 6-month low in December, with the LMD Nielsen Business Confidence Index shedding 9 basis points to register 149. That's 9 points below the average in the last 12 months. Hello, I'm Savitri Rodrigo. Welcome to our second program of 2012. Welcome to Benchmark. The heady passage of events in November and a high-risk global outlook took their toll on business confidence last month. By all accounts, not only are the Eurozone and the US struggling to come to terms with the financial and economic turbulence of recent times, but the two Asian powerhouses, China and India, may also be threatened by an economic cloud, spiraling inflation and lower than projected manufacturing activity. The only consolation is that there are signs of a US revival emanating from most of the recent data. At home, the humdrum of dirty politics and ill feeling that political interference is back on the agenda, a stock market that has turned increasingly bearish amidst allegations of foul play, and a budget that failed to capture the imagination of many corporate types are undermining business confidence. The Nielsen Company's Managing Director Shahin Khader notes that the index has shown a southward direction trend in the last 3 months, and that while business performance has been positive in 2011, many respondents have expressed concerns about the business outlook. Khader feels that this concern is true for large as well as small and medium-sized entities. Factors such as the global downturn impacting manufactured exports, concerns about the inflationary impact of the recent rupee devaluation, fuel price increases, the budget not being entrepreneur-oriented, and the reacquisition bill have been mentioned as reasons for concern about the outlook for 2012, he says. There's been a downgrading of Sri Lanka's perceived economic trajectory, in that almost a fifth of Nielsen's sample population now believe that the economy will get worse in the next 12 months compared to less than 1 in 10 in November. On the contrary, around a half of those surveyed continue to say there will be an improvement, so there is hope. The medium-term outlook in the eyes of business executives participating in the exclusive LMD commissioned monthly poll has deteriorated, with the optimists falling to below half from more than 60% in the previous month. Despite reports in the press about the flow of FDIs picking up in recent months to record highs, corporates have suddenly got cold feet about the investment climate in this country. Whilst more than 4 in 5 interviewees rated Sri Lanka's investment prospects as being very good or good for 2 months in a row to November, confidence waned in December, with less than 60% of the sample population saying the feel-good factor is intact. Instead, a fifth of those surveyed are now sitting on the fence with a fair verdict, and just over a fifth expecting FDI flows to be poor or very poor going forward. There is widespread discontent too, mostly off the record, that the enactment last November of the revival of underperforming enterprises and underutilized assets bill is proof that there is political interference in business. The majority, it would seem, view the passage of the bill as being draconian because of how it was presented and passed as hastily as it was. Political interference is high, charges one executive spoken to by the pollsters. The government is not creating confidence among foreign investors. State takeovers can threaten the investment climate. They can paint a completely wrong picture of our country, he adds. LMD says that it expects the BCI to continue to come under pressure in the short term, as there's nothing to suggest a change of heart in business circles about the connotations of the expropriation bill and the implications of the financial and economic turmoil in the Eurozone and elsewhere. Time for a commercial break now. When we return, we bring you part 2 of our exclusive interview with former UN Under-Secretary General for Disarmament Affairs, Jayanta Dhanapala. Stay with us.